Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and welcome back to another unboxing and hands-on video. Today I present you with the Moto E6. So this is a prepaid device on Verizon's network. I picked this device up at my local Best Buy for $70. So right now you can save $50. Normally this is $120. So as you can see, some specifications to the front of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the box, and as you can see, the phone color is going to be starry black, and this does have expandable memory up to 256 gigabytes. 5.5 ounces is the weight, a 1.4 gigahertz octa-core processor, and a 3000 milliamp hour removable battery. I'll go ahead and open up the packaging here and take a closer look at the device as well as all the contents that are included, so you know exactly what you're getting before you go and purchase this device if you should wish to do so. As you can see here, pretty nice packaging from Motorola, Lenovo. As you can see, you got the device there with some specifications with the screen protector. I'm going to put that off to the side. And you also get in the box here is this booklet. Let's go ahead and open this up, see what's in it. And you got all your reading material here, like a safety information guide, warranty guide, customer agreement, get started guide as well. Now you're also getting that removable battery, which is something you really don't see a lot these days. And this is going to be a 3000 milliamp hour battery, so you should get some pretty good battery life with this device. Now you also got your wall brick there. Now unfortunately this is not going to have any type of fast charging, turbocharging capabilities, so just kind of keep that in mind. You're also getting a micro USB data cable, so again, no Type-C charging on this device, but also keep in mind the price is only $70. To the device itself here, so let me go ahead and remove it from the plastic packaging here. And like I mentioned earlier, you know, they do a good job with the packaging, as you can see, and with this screen protector to the front, 5.45-inch HD plus max vision display, octa-core processor, water repellent coating, 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 in the front, and Android 9 Pie. Let me go ahead and remove this protective sleeve that we have to the Moto E6, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour around the device. So starting on the right hand side, as you can see, you got your volume rockers up on top, and then beneath that is your textured power button, and I like the fact that you got a textured power button on this device. To the bottom is going to be your microphone as well as your micro USB charging port. Take a look at the left hand side. It's completely clean, no buttons, no SIM card tray whatsoever. And taking a look up on top is your noise cancellation mic as well as your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Let's take a look at the back of the device here, and as you can see, you get that 13 megapixel rear facing camera. You got your LED flash. Again, this color is called starry black. You got your Motorola branding to the back. No fingerprint sensor on this device. Verizon branding to the back, and this back cover is removable, so you got a little groove to the bottom corner there where you can pop off that back cover. And removing that back cover is going to get you access to your pre-installed SIM card. You can also input a micro SD card up to 256 gigabytes to expand storage. You also got a SIM card eject lever. I'll go ahead and grab that 3000 milliamp hour battery, place it into the Moto E6, as well as snapping in the back cover. So with the Moto E6, it's going to be a pretty compact device. It's going to fit comfortable in your hand, fairly lightweight. It's basically all plastic material except for the glass display. But overall, you know, it has a, you know, pretty sleek design to it for it being built mainly out of plastic. We go ahead and power on the device. There we go. And again, powered by Android, Motorola branding to the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up, go through the setup process, and give you some more detailed hands-on some of the features this device has to offer. All right, so I got the device all set up, ready to go. I'm actually set up with the $30 plan. You get your earpiece up on top, 5 megapixel front-facing camera, and then you can get a clear picture of the bezels to the top, the sides, as well as a fairly large bezel to the bottom there with Motorola branding. On-screen buttons, as you can see, and again, a 5.5-inch IPS display is what you're getting here. If you slide to the side right there, that's going to get you into your Google feed. Mine's not set up right now, but you got that available. Then you also got your Google folder there, and as you can see, basically the Google applications that you got on board. And you also got a Verizon application there, and then your Moto app. Now with the Moto app, this brings some really great features to the Moto E6. I'll go ahead and share with you the features that are available when it comes to the Moto Actions as well as the Moto Display. So into the Moto Actions, you're going to get one feature which I really like, which is the fast flashlight. So with the chop of the wrist, that will activate the flashlight, and then if you chop again, that will turn off the flashlight. Really cool feature. Then you also get the one button navigation. So if I go ahead and activate that, that removes the on-screen buttons, and then you just have this bar to the bottom, which you're going to use to navigate, to go back, to go home, to open up your recent applications. And, it's up to you. You got the option either to use the on-screen buttons or you can use the one button navigation. And like I said, if you swipe upwards, it's going to open up your recent apps. You press on it, takes you home. Long press opens up Google Assistant. So, it's up to you. You got that option that's available. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and disable the one button navigation. They also got the 3-finger screenshot, which is actually a very cool feature. So to capture a screenshot, touch and hold anywhere on the screen with 3 of your fingertips spread slightly apart. We'll try that out real quick. And I'll go ahead and share with you just pressing down with 3 of your fingertips. And that's basically it. So a cool way to capture a screenshot. And then you got some additional options for screenshot editor, flip for do not disturb, pick up to silence, media controls, and then you can swipe to shrink. Now this is going to be good for that one-handed usability. So if you have smaller hands, you might want to use this feature. It might become very useful for you. Now you also got the Moto display. Now with the Moto display, I really like the peak display. So you can interact with your notifications while the screen is off. So for instance, if your screen is off, maybe it's laying flat on a surface, or if you take the E6 out of your pocket, lift it up, you're going to see the peak display there, which is really cool. Then you also got the attentive display as well, so prevent the screen from dimming or going to sleep while looking at it. So again, all these features, you can either have them enabled or disabled. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else here. So again, you got the 2 Verizon applications. That's basically what you got there. And then swiping to the side, you got settings, Netflix, and calendar. Let's see if we can disable Netflix here, going into app info, and there we go. We could uninstall Netflix. So with a lot of the applications that come pre-installed, I know sometimes Verizon phones have a lot of bloatware, you should be able to disable or actually uninstall the majority of these applications like Candy Crush, BFA, all these like Pinterest, House of Fun, these games that are pre-installed solitaire. You should be able to uninstall those applications and free up some more additional space. But this is basically, how the app drawer looks, as well as the keyboard. So you got Gboard on the E6, which is basically the best keyboard in my opinion. It's very customizable, comes with great features, as you can see there. So you should have no issues when it comes to, typing emails, sending out messages, text messages. As you can see, those are some of the emojis that you have with Gboard. All right, so let's go ahead and exit out of the keyboard. And again, these are basically all the applications that are pre-installed, and you can swipe up along the side there alphabetically in the app drawer. All right, pulling down the status bar, as you can see the message there, you do got Wi-Fi calling on the Moto E6. So I know that's a feature a lot of people like to have, so you definitely have that available. And then with the quick toggles there, as you can see, battery saver, do not disturb, flashlight, you got your Bluetooth location, system update, hotspot, as well as nightlight. And then you got additional ones to the bottom there that you can drag and add to your status bar if you wish to do so. So you got those available. Let's go ahead and jump into settings now, and I'm going to share with you some additional features that you have available, starting with network and internet. So I've already connected this to Wi-Fi, and as you can see, this does connect to the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi connectivity has been working perfectly fine for me. And as you can see there, mobile hotspot and tethering on board. Now there is no NFC on this device, so keep that in mind. You're not going to have NFC. Now, moving on from there, let's go into display now. So as you can see, you got your brightness level there. You got a nightlight option, so you can reduce that brightness at night. You got the adaptive brightness, so the screen will adjust depending on the environment. It'll go brighter. It'll dim itself on its own. Good feature. Under advanced now, you got your sleep. You got your font size, display size, device theme. And you also got a colors option here, so you can either have it saturated, or you can switch it up and have it boosted, or you can have more of a natural color temperature. I'm going to keep it at saturated, and it's nice that you have those three features. And moving on to internal storage now. So again, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, that's what you get. And if that's not enough for you, you can input a micro SD card to expand the storage up to 256 gigabytes. So it's good you have that available. Next, security and location. So with the Moto E6, your security features are swipe, pattern, pin, and password. So there's no fingerprint sensor, unfortunately, on this device. And I really wish this device did have a fingerprint sensor, so you don't have that available. That's what you have for security. And the Moto E6 is also on June 1st, 2019 security patch, which that's on par with my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. And this is also on Android 9 Pie. So, we'll see how Motorola continues to update this device in the future. You also got 2 gigs of RAM and the Snapdragon 435 processor. All right, so let's take a quick look at the camera interface here. Again, a 13 megapixel rear facing camera, LED flash, then you got a 5 megapixel front facing camera. Shutter speed seems to be okay, not super fast, yet it's not super slow at the same time. You got the touch to focus there. You can also adjust brightness, and everything's looking very Motorola standard when it comes to this camera. As you can see there, video recording now, as you can see, when it comes to video recording, you can pause and resume. You can take a photo while recording. I don't believe there's any type of optical image stabilization on this, so you're going to definitely want to have a steady hand when you are recording your videos. And let's go ahead and see what else we got here. So up on the left hand side right there, as you can see, you can actually have manual controls when it comes to your photos, which is actually pretty neat. So you can adjust the ISO, you can adjust the white balance. So this is actually pretty neat. You can adjust the focus as well. So I'll just switch that back to auto. Then you also got a timer, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. And then of course you got your auto flash. You can either have that on or off. And then you got the HDR that you can have that on, off, or on auto. You got some additional photo modes here, like a portrait mode. You got spot color, panorama, live filter. Then you also got time-lapse mode, and they got the YouTube live options. You can basically go live on YouTube whenever you feel like it on the Moto E6, which is pretty cool. Into settings now, so you can switch up the photo size if you prefer. It does lower the megapixel count, and you also can record in full HD 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second. And take a look at the selfie cam. When it comes to video recording, full HD as well at 30 frames per second. And then you can also save your manual photos to JPEG. And you can also save your photos or videos to the phone or an SD card. And then you got some additional options to the bottom, as you can see there. Again, this was just a quick look at the camera interface. Next thing what I do is take a listen to that earpiece. Now that earpiece also doubles as your front firing speaker, which I absolutely love the fact that you get a front firing speaker on this, because all the audio is coming directly towards you. Much better placement than if the speaker was on the bottom of the phone or on the back. So I love the fact that you got a front firing speaker. And honestly, the speaker, the audio sounds pretty good. It's actually fairly loud. And I think it's actually, for the price of the device being $70, I think it produces some pretty nice sound. And you can take a look at that display as well. 720p resolution, decent viewing angles as well. So I definitely like that speaker. It does produce nice volume. All right, so that's pretty much it. That was my unboxing hands-on of the Moto E6 for Verizon. Again, this is a prepaid device. You can pick it up at your local Best Buy for the low price of $70 right now. Normally, this does retail for $120. I wouldn't recommend paying the $120, but for $70, I think you are getting a decent entry-level smartphone. So let me know what you guys think about this device in the comment section below. Once again, everybody, this is Paul Tech. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.